Hello Gemini and cross watchers, this is Amra from Soulmate, and today we are doing your weekly 18 to 25th of June 2019 love reading. Please keep in mind that these are general messages, so they may or may not resonate with each and every one of you. If they resonate with you, please like and subscribe to the channel. If they don't resonate with you, just let them fly and check out some of their amazing tarot card readers on YouTube. I would like to say one thing more, that since I've started doing weeklies, I get a lot of career information during the reading as well. So, but some readings are purely love because I do love readings. But if career pops up, I will let you know. I'll try to explain both sides of it, but some readings are purely love readings, turn out to be purely love readings. Let's get, before I cut the deck, about the pre-shuffle and the messages which I received. While I was pre-shuffling your cards, I was in my mind hearing constant bickering. Like two people arguing about having this argument about something. I couldn't figure out what. Honestly, that distracted me a lot. It distracted me to the extent that I had to put down the cards and I had to restart all over again. And when I restarted that reading, that meditative session, I started feeling the same kind of arguments again. Only this time I was having these arguments with myself. First, I was hearing arguments from two different people in my head, and this time I was hearing an argument between me and my mind. So there's definitely some sort of issue going on with you and someone you love, probably, or it could be related to work if you are tapping into your career and finance energy right now. It could be both, honestly speaking, because while I was not in the first one, but while I was in my second meditative session, where I was debating with my own self, having this argument with my own self, I was trying to defend something, but I was not able to, honestly. I was failing at defending myself, but I had this feeling that at the same time, while I was failing at that argument or all that bickering which was happening around me and inside me, I had this feeling that maybe this is gonna turn out as a victory for me. I don't know why, but I kept on thinking that whatever happens, this is a victory for me. So it's that kind of feeling that if something bad is happening as well, it's gonna turn out to be good. I'm gonna turn. It's like having so much positivity in you that you're like, all right. So what if I'm having this argument? I'm having this fight. I'm gonna come out of it victorious. I'm not gonna give in. So if you are kind of resonating with this kind of feeling, you are having some sort of arguments in a relation. If in a relationship you are trying to defend yourself about something, or any sort of scenario which happened in your relationship, or this could be your work where you're trying to defend yourself. Just stay positive, because you're gonna be the champion of it. Honestly, you will win this war, or you will win this debate. If there is trouble in paradise. For those of you who are single, I don't think this could be for you. These messages weren't for you, singles. I'm really sorry. Because I heard two people bickering. So could be if you are looking for reconciliation, but I don't Oh yeah, if you are looking for reconciliation and currently debating with your ex-partner, you're gonna come out of it victorious. But for those of you who are not connecting with any of your exes, then those messages weren't for you. Alright, let's get started. I'm sorry, I need to shuffle again. Something in my head told me to shuffle the cards 3 times. That's strange. Why would you ask me to shuffle the cards for 3 times? Should I cut the deck? 10 of Cups in reverse. Yes, definitely there is some sort of trouble in paradise. Some sort of argument, some sort of problem going on with either your love life or your career. Like there is some sort of argument going on. 10 of Cups in reverse is a card for argument in within the family or something. But if you are not, this could be that you are having some sort of problem with your family, connecting with them. But at the same time, this could also apply to your relationships. If you are in a relationship, you're probably having some sort of issue with your current partner, in debating over things. This feeling of dissatisfaction in a relationship. I was taken aback to say that, but you have this feeling of dissatisfaction in that particular relationship, whatever relationship that is. If it's your family, you're feeling dissatisfied with your relationship, you're not happy with your relationship, you don't think that this is something worth fighting for. And if you are in a relationship, you feel the same way. You're like, the relationship I had, the joy I used to have in this relationship is no more in that. You're feeling that kind of, like your emotions are scattered all over the place. And for those of you who are in terms of career, I would say that there's some gossip going on in your office about you, or this could be your family life affecting your career. But this is your overall energy. The week starts now. Gemini, 25th of June 2019. Queen of Cups in reverse. I just heard the word manipulation. Whatever that means. I will explain that, but let me just... The Tower in reverse. Two of Pentacles in reverse. know that I get lip before someone says that. Ten of Wands. Page of Wands in reverse. Oh my god, all your cards are. Queen of Pentacles. Alright. So, you are currently emotionally feeling drained. This is my Psychic Vampire card in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse is, it's for me a Psychic Vampire. Somebody is draining you, like literally emotionally draining you, whether it's an argument or could be because a Queen of Cups is highly psychic. Could be someone using their power of mind to honestly play with your emotions and your energy. And you, as a result, are trying to live a fantasy. Like something you don't wish, but you are. I'm getting this weird. What is the exact word for it? Where somebody is very conceited. Vanity? Yeah, that's the right word for it. For some of you, you are giving me that energy. You're somehow being very vain right now. Some of you, not all of you. But honestly, to be honest, this is someone draining you emotionally, playing with your emotions, played with your emotions, and that has drained you in terms of emotions. Those extreme cases of vanity, those are completely different, but you are currently emotionally drained, probably because of someone or something. Not something, but someone. This could be work related as well. This could be work related where somebody else is trying to manipulate you in terms of your trying to manipulate you in terms of emotions. But this doesn't seem like a this could be. There is, during this week, you will have constantly, like I said, I was feeling bickering, and yes, it is. There is constant argument, bickering, and this endless debate going on in your life. During this week, you will be overshadowed by these kind of feelings where you will feel frustrated why all of this is happening. Those arguments, those debates, those bickering will frustrate you. It will, it's so traumatic for you that already you are here in a very destructive mode here with the Queen of Cups in reverse, and this is again a very destructive mode. You are full of traumatic energy, kind of PTSD and frustration, and going into depression because of all that bickering and arguments which are happening towards you, which are happening in your life, whether it's your love life or whether it's your career. And if you're single, this could be your past relationship which is still lingering on, and that endless bickering of being in that breakup, that's engulfing you, that's overpowering you right now, and you are damn frustrated about that. For the singles, it's that you're damn frustrated about that. For the couples, you are you gonna break up with them, or some? If you haven't, you might, some of you, but if not, then definitely you're frustrated in this particular relationship. You don't want it anymore. You feel emotionally drained. You feel stripped of your joy in life. During this week, I would say that your biggest challenge will be to overcome this feeling, this, as if somebody has withdrawn something from you. It's that kind of feeling. Two of Pentacles in reverse is that kind of feeling for me. Like, you go to the ATM and you take out all the cash, and then you have an empty bank account. This is an empty emotion kind of feeling for you. You have to overcome this. This is going to be your biggest challenge during this week, because you're feeling so burdened. You're so frustrated right now. Honestly, you're like, you're carrying the heaviest burden. But the beauty of Ten of Wands is there is no 11 of Wands. So it's time to it's soon gonna be time where you will put all these wands down and get rid of this trouble, whatever it is. Soon it will be over. But you are so overwhelmed by all this that you will be frustrated to your core, feeling empty all the time, burdened, empty. Emotionally empty is the right kind of explanation I would have for you. For those of you who are thinking of it in terms of career and finances, I think you're overspending. You are definitely overspending, and that's burdening you. Now the Page of Wands in reverse here, you're already going through enough. I hope it turns into something positive. There might be some sort of rumors, some sort of bad news coming your way during this week, but don't lose sight of the bigger picture. This is just temporary, because you have the Queen of Pentacles here. Once you ground yourself, once you go back to you, once you go back to being you, connect yourself to the nature, connect yourself to the true nature of true loving nature, because Queen of Pentacles is it's like the Empress card. She's too generous, too devoted, kind of a very good friend, someone who is emotionally complete. Yes, somebody who's emotionally balanced. Um, like she has love and she has money as well. So um, no matter what sort of rumors, gossip, um, bad news come your way, just keep in mind the bigger picture that it's just another. I know you've been through a lot, but it's just another glitch. Um, it's gonna end in a positive manner. You're gonna be okay in this particular situation. Out of this situation, once you ground yourself, once you're back in your balance, um, you will be emotionally fulfilled. Lots of there's a lot of gossip going on around you, whether it's your workplace um, or your love life. There is a lot of gossip and rumors going on and arguments. All right, what's this Queen of Cups in reverse doing here? What is this Queen of Cups in reverse doing? What is this Queen of Cups? Now the Tower card came in, but we're not gonna take it because it came with a bunch of other cards. If it's meant to be, it will come back again. Too many cards. Queen of Cups. What is this Queen of Cups in reverse doing here? Page of Swords. Was this something online? An online kind of relationship where you fell for somebody and why is it giving me a feeling of one-sidedness? Somebody could have cut you off emotionally, yeah, but they did it like on purpose. They did it on purpose, quickly to create this conflict and trouble in your life. Whatever emotional trauma you're going through is because of this person. The person who you were in petty arguments with. Again, arguments. Page of Swords is all about petty arguments. They created a lot of quick conflict in your head, and that's what messed up your mind. And really, that is something which has messed up your mind because you weren't vigilant. They literally stabbed you. I would not say in the back, but you didn't have your guard up. Honestly, you didn't think, you had no idea that this person would create this much trouble in your life. And they could have hurt you verbally a lot, like verbal abuse, a lot of argument. And like I said, I'm not gonna put it back in this. I was still on that card, and I would have put it back in the deck, but this appeared again. The Tower moment. Someone you broke up with, something which someone something which started online. They created a lot of drama, a lot of petty arguments with you, and they drained you emotionally, and it's still lingering on in this week for you. What is this Tower in reverse doing here? For those of you who are, I would explain career and finances later on, because honestly speaking, I think it's more of a love reading. I think it's more of a love reading. I could explain it in terms of career, but it seems like more of a love reading to me. What is this Tower in reverse doing here? You didn't use your intuition to get rid of them. You lost touch with your own self because you trusted them so much that, and you still trust them somehow. You're still not using your, no, sorry, I take my words back. You don't trust them. You still are not in touch with your power of intuition to deal with this situation. Those arguments, those gossips, those feelings of frustration and depression, that those are still lingering on in your life because you are not getting in touch with your own self. Something which is actually your advice for the week. What is this Two of Pentacles in reverse doing here? Your biggest challenge is that I'm going to show you the card. Your biggest challenge is that currently you're emotionally withdrawn, like drained of emotions. Drained of emotions, and practically like feeling this lack of concentration, which is going to be the biggest challenge for you during this week. And let's see what's coming towards you. Death and the Nine of Pentacles. Change is coming towards you. Your biggest challenge is to deal with this feeling of frustration and overdrawn and being stripped of your emotions. You have to overcome that because the change is on its way, and abundance is on its in its way. You will be happy again, no matter how burdened you feel, because these two cards are connected. No matter how burdened you feel this week, just keep in mind, like I said before, you will be victorious. The change is coming, although the change is a little delayed. I agree, the Death card is in reverse, so the change is a little delayed, but it's coming. It's because you have given that person too much power over yourself. You got rid of that person, but with this Tower card here, but you never got rid of their arguments, which are still lingering on in your life. You're still giving them too much hold over you, so that they're still be in your life and are having arguments. And I can think that you're feeling burdened because you don't know now, and this could be someone who might be you might have either mutual friends or could have been introduced by someone or maybe after this breakup, you don't know, you don't trust people because you don't know what are the intentions of people. Because of this Page of Swords, that person created so much drama in your life and so much conflict in your life, and so quickly that now you cannot, you're so conflicted, like you cannot distinguish between your friends and your enemies. There's so much conflict going on in your head, which is burdening you. What is this Page of Wands in reverse doing here? I can actually feel your trauma. Oh God, not this. Page of Wands is clarified by King of Pentacles. So definitely, I see a lot of self-centered greediness from this person. That's why you are still hearing gossip. And they are not done with you. King of Pentacles in reverse is he's the one who keeps the grudge the longest. So and he's the most stubborn one as well. Stubborn and controlling. And so that's why they are still controlling. They're having this hold over you, and that's why you will be hearing a lot of gossip, a lot of rumors, lots of bad news. But it's only related to them, honestly speaking. They are creating this conflict around you to play with your mind. What is this Queen of Pentacles doing here? You just need to ground yourself. You're hurt. Ten of Swords. You're hurt. We all know that. But now it's time, just like the Ten of Wands, there is Ten of Swords and no 11 of Swords. Now it's time to get back on your feet and get rid of this manipulation which is going on around you. Not manipulation, it's control. It's control and arguments and gossip. This person has a lot of vanity. This person has a lot of spiteful feelings. You should have stayed away from them. Alright, best of luck, Gemini. I know it's not the best birthday gift for you, parting birthday gift, but I hope it was helpful in some way to some of you. Yeah, but just be a little positive here, a little take control. Nine of Pentacles is also about taking control of your life, taking control of your emotions, taking control of your finances back in your hands. Alright, bye guys.